I was dropped here and left on the ground. I was covered in dirt and forgotten, here for hundreds of years, waiting in the dark, in the ground, just waiting to be found. Then I saw the light for the first time in 200 years. The light. I was no longer in the darkness. Maybe I can help. For a month in January 2020, a group of archaeologists led by Sherry Svekins and Uzi Baram conducted a controlled excavation at the Manatee Mineral Springs location on the Manatee River in Bradenton, Florida. They looked for evidence of the lives of the freedom-seeking slaves and the community of the Angola. Archaeological sites are discovered through oral stories, maps, and sometimes by special circumstances, such as construction. Local historians and archaeologists knew of the Angola through these sources. The descendants in Red Bay's Andros Island, Bahamas, remember the land on the river. They shared stories of the people who wanted freedom and found it on the wilds of Florida. Their story, their narrative, doesn't start here, but was rediscovered by archaeologists who want to help tell their stories. While the process of excavation is important for the rediscovery of information, most of the work is completed in a lab by experienced archaeologists. The lab is where a majority of the research gets done. Archaeologists will first do a rough sort of the artifacts. This is when the artifacts are sorted into basic categories. Metal, ceramics, bone, and small finds are the basics of those categories. They will get redefined later on after washing. Ceramics are the most common washed. Archaeologists need to see the paste to see what type of ceramics they are. The most common ceramics are earthenware, stoneware, and porcelain. As can be seen, a toothbrush is used to gently scrub the ceramic and get all of the dirt off so the archaeologist can see what it is. Once the ceramics are cleaned and dried, they are cataloged based on pattern and type of ceramic. They can then possibly be used to date the site. Based on the type of ceramics and the height of popularity of the century they are used in, will give archaeologists an idea when the site was formed. As was mentioned before, not everything gets washed. Some things get dry brushed. Those that are large in size and this corroded will get dry brushed gently, as there may be more archaeological evidence stuck in the rust.
Analyzing different shards of glass. So what I'll be doing right now is I've sorted out glass previously by material type. So everything that's left on this sheet right now is soda lime glass, and I've sectioned them out into aqua colored glasses and colorless glasses, and then further into curved bodied and flat bodied glasses. So what the sheet I just put down, that was for the only shard of colorless soda lime flat bodied glass in this context. Now this chunk right here is all curved bodied glass. So I'll be analyzing that, and since I can batch all of this because it's non-diagnostic past the point of material and shape, I will count all of the pieces, take a total weight of that count, and then write down any possible mold seams that there might be, even though with shards this small, they're still undiagnostic.
Okay.
But at least it tells us what's there and how much.
After being washed, glass is also used to date a site. To date glass, a shortwave black light is used. Based on the color that it glows will help archaeologists determine when it was used. Glass that glows ice blue has lead in it. Soda glass will be a yellow to yellowish green color, and uranium glass will be a bright green. Like with ceramics, the glass is used to help determine when people were at the site using the glass. This heart-shaped glass bead has lead in it. Archaeologists know this because of the ice blue that it glows in the black light.
Part of the analysis process for conserving and analyzing metal is the use of electrolysis. So when you excavate a metal object, most of the time it comes out of the ground looking like this. It's highly corroded and has a large body of rust attached to the outside of it. These pieces then, when they come to the lab, go through a process using anything from Dremel tools to wire brushes to air scribes, and so we can get them down to their original bodies. These square cut nails or hammer wrought nails, which is ideally what we're trying to find. And then from this stage we can date them, but if we left these items alone just as they are, they eventually would turn back into this. So what we do is place them into an electrolysis tank.
The archaeologists have to prepare the metal to go into the electrolysis tank.
Okay. So what we have here is our electrolysis tank. It is a basin of water. The water is a mix of water and superwashing soda, which is a sodium carbonate mixture. There are steel plates connected with copper wires to create a smaller interior body of the basin. On a non-conductive PVC, we have attached higher gauge steel wire to steel eye bolts, which we then hang small gauge steel wire from to connect our iron artifacts to. The combination of washing soda, conductive electrical materials, and our car battery charger create a chemical reaction that allows for the sodium carbonate to work as an electrolyte mixture that then extracts or deteriorates the corrosive salts that would cause metal to rust and corrode, as we saw earlier. You have to be sure to be very safe. Make sure you turn a fan on. And then right now we're using 2 amps of power. We know when we have a red light and a yellow light that the tank is working, so you don't want to touch it at this moment. And then you'll be able to see part of the chemical reaction happening has, not always, but sometimes, certain electrodes in here will bubble, as you can see number 6 is bubbling right now.
After electrolysis, the metal is put in a solution so it doesn't get corroded again. Small finds are little objects that are made out of glass, metal, ceramics of some sort, or any other material. They are more distinctive to the people that lived on the sites and lived there. Photos are then taken of all the artifacts to then further preserve what they look like and then put into storage. However, before they are put into storage, the artifacts are bagged, and written on the bag is the site's number and name, what type of category an artifact belongs in, and the initials of who bagged the artifact. Many archaeologists help conduct the study of the stories of the people of this particular site. Once all the evidence is accumulated, it will be put into a report of the findings and used to further understand the Angola community.